welcome to the Sidings. So, this is where I was left last episode. Really, I've got a Gunplay, I've got a tram, it's going round and round. Joyous. Now, what shall we do? So, I put the dimensions of a single circle of N-gauge at this radius into Google, and I just typed 35 centimetre round to see what kind of device or size table or whatever I could get for cheap. And it didn't show me anything like that. It misinterpreted me because I wasn't very specific. You've got to be specific when you ask Google things. So it didn't say tables. It said, what's round and 35 centimetres in diameter? And then it gave me some answers. Now you can see here I'm just resetting the track to a circle. I've got to figure out how to supply power, but fortunately on the underside of the track there's plenty of access. There's plenty of access to bare metal, so I could always solder wires in. So I've got my loop, I've got my Gunplay, and you can see me there just kind of putting relative heights in, because what Google came up with, and I am so impressed with this, right? What's 35 centimetres across contains absolutely loads of space for creativity and costs £3 from B&M. How's that? Look at that. I could do a layout in a plant pot. I could have my little circuit going round. I could even have, no, that looks a bit precarious to be honest. I could even have a look at doing a second loop. So I could have switches cut into the holes for switches cut into the side of the tub. I could have the battery in the bottom. It'd probably need like a half bag of sand in the bottom just to kind of give it the ballast it needs. But I'm totally inspired by this cheese wheel design that I saw at Aldridge Transport Museum's Models in the Museum back end of July. And look, plenty of space in the middle. I could actually drop a length of waste pipe, 100mm waste pipe down the centre and have a kind of Gundam silo thing. But it is quite large. And then I was absolutely struck with inspiration. You see, in my other life, I'm a professional musician. Fast forward, I've been doing a little bit of work on an album. That's the tea light's something else. Ignore that. I'm a professional musician, and I keep a load of stuff in a big old case. And it's quite sturdy. And actually, I'm not doing a lot with all this recently. I could find a more, space-effective storage solution for all this. I've had this metal case about 5 years. Picked it up on a certain well-known, well-documented online purchase site. Might be named after a very large river. And it's just cut and fixed. The foam is, pre-cut and perforated. That's it. So I've got all these perforations, and we'll just keep that. And you can see where I've had to cut down through the base foam to fit in the microphone, the big microphone enclosure. But that's actually not bad. That really isn't bad at all. And with a little bit of creativity, I could fit not just a circle in, but I could put the whole loop in, and I could even do the power half straight as well. So, with a little bit of creativity and a box full of all the bits that I was still playing around with, you can see me moving forward here. I've got points that I might be able to fit in, and you can see the idea starting to form here. So, I'm not going to waste all your time with lots and lots of me reconstructing bits of railway and getting it together, but I'll fast forward through this bit, and then you can see at the end of it what I've got in terms of layout is just ready to go. Now, the gap in the foam's a problem, and I don't really want to build direct into the case as I'm working in case I make mistakes. So the next thing I've got to do is find some kind of really ultra-thin baseboard. Now, fortunately, I've been hoarding cardboard away from the dry, straight, flat cardboard. I've been hoarding it away from my recycling collection for the last couple of weeks. Oh yes, I drink beer. So, another fast forward as we just cut our way through the box and lay it flat. And I think I suspect that this is now my new idea for a layout. I can fit that in and we'll see where we go. Yeah. I mean, how hard could it be, right? Do take care.